Not every great player enters the league with intimidation. Some enter with intelligence. Steve Nash did not overwhelm defenders with speed. He did not tower over opponents. He did not explode past elite athletes with raw force. He outthought them. From early on, he understood something powerful. If you are not the strongest, you must be the sharpest. If you are not the fastest, you must be the most prepared. Preparation builds confidence. Confidence builds calm. Calm creates clarity. Clarity wins games. He was overlooked because he did not fit the prototype. But prototypes are physical, and basketball is mental. He built skill deliberately. Footwork refined. Handle controlled. Passing angles studied. Shooting mechanics perfected. Perfection is not talent. Perfection is repetition. Repetition builds trust. Trust builds freedom. Freedom allows creativity. Creativity creates separation. Separation builds dominance. He understood that athleticism fades. IQ compounds. Compounding intelligence becomes advantage. He studied defenders, not just their stance, but their tendencies, how they leaned, how they reacted to hesitation, how they closed space. Observation builds leverage. Leverage wins possessions. He did not need to beat defenders with force. He beat them with timing. Timing is everything. Arrive too early, the defense adjusts. Arrive too late, the space disappears. Arrive precisely, and the defense collapses. Precision is mental discipline applied in motion. He trained his mind to slow down the game. When others rushed, he surveyed. When others forced plays, he waited. Waiting is not weakness. Waiting is control. Control builds authority. Authority makes defenders uncomfortable, because when someone refuses to speed up, impatience creeps in. Impatience creates mistakes. Mistakes create openings. Openings become assists. Assists build rhythm. Rhythm builds flow. Flow wins games. He mastered flow. Flow comes from confidence in decision-making. Decision-making improves with clarity. Clarity improves with calm. Calm is built through preparation. Preparation builds vision. Vision was his superpower, not eyesight, foresight. He saw plays developing before they unfolded. He understood spacing like geometry, angles like architecture, movement like choreography. He didn't dribble to waste time. He dribbled to gather information. Information creates advantage. Advantage builds control. Control wins possessions. He would probe the defense, back and forth, side to side, not searching for chaos, searching for imbalance. Imbalance is opportunity. Opportunity becomes a pass, a shot, a layup, an open three. He did not chase highlight plays. He chased correct plays. Correct plays compound over time. Compounding correct decisions builds efficiency. Efficiency wins awards. Efficiency wins championships. He won MVP not through dominance of force, but dominance of mind. He shot efficiently because he took high-percentage shots. He passed accurately because he read rotations early. Early reading reduces pressure. Pressure increases mistakes. He minimized mistakes through anticipation. Anticipation is intelligence applied before reaction. He did not react to defenders. He prepared them to react to him. Preparation is mental authority. He slowed the game down internally. Slowing internally does not mean playing slow. It means thinking clearly while moving. Clear thinking creates precise execution. Precise execution builds trust. Teammates trusted him because he made the game simpler. Simplicity removes panic. Panic disrupts rhythm. He removed panic from possessions. He orchestrated. Orchestration requires vision. Vision requires awareness. Awareness requires presence. He stayed present, not thinking about the last possession, not worrying about the next quarter. Present in the current read, the current angle, the current movement. Presence creates mastery. Mastery builds confidence. Confidence builds leadership. Leadership builds culture. He proved something powerful. You do not need to overpower to dominate. You can outthink. Outthinking lasts longer than athletic peaks. He invested in what would not fade. Decision-making, vision, precision. And because of that investment, the game appeared slower to him. When the game slows, you see more. When you see more, you control more. Control is the ultimate advantage. There is a misconception in basketball. That confidence belongs to the most athletic. That dominance belongs to the most explosive. That fearlessness belongs to the strongest body. Steve Nash disproved all of it. Confidence is not physical. Confidence is clarity. When you know your strengths deeply, you stop wishing for other ones. He did not wish to dunk like others. He did not wish to overpower defenders. He sharpened what he had: shooting, footwork, vision, touch, efficiency. Efficiency is discipline in action. Most players can score. Few score efficiently. Efficiency requires patience. It requires saying no to forced shots. It requires trusting that a better opportunity will appear. That trust is mental stability. Mental stability prevents desperation. Desperation forces bad decisions. Bad decisions break rhythm. Rhythm is everything. He mastered rhythm, not by speeding up, but by controlling pace. He took shots when they were right, not when they were available. There is a difference. Available shots are tempting. Right shots are strategic. Strategy wins long term. He believed in precision over power.
Power fades with fatigue.
Precision sustains. He did not need to overpower defenders when he could angle around them. Angles beat size. Timing beats speed. Touch beats force. He attacked gaps, not bodies. Gaps require vision. Vision requires patience. Patience requires confidence. He trusted his mechanics. He trusted his handle. He trusted his read. Trust removes hesitation. Hesitation shrinks opportunity. Opportunity seized builds momentum. Momentum builds belief. Belief builds dominance. And here is something powerful. He did not shoot just to score. He shot to keep defenses honest. Honest defenses create space. Space creates passing lanes. Passing lanes create movement. Movement creates chaos. Controlled chaos benefits the prepared mind. He thrived in organized unpredictability. The Suns' offense flowed because his mind flowed. When the leader is clear, the system is clear. Which brings us to leadership. Leadership is not volume. It is clarity. Clarity removes confusion. Confusion creates hesitation. He simplified the game for his teammates. He put them in positions to succeed. Positioning builds confidence. Confident teammates perform better. Better performance builds trust. Trust builds chemistry. Chemistry builds winning. He did not demand attention. He commanded respect. Respect grows when decisions are consistently correct. Correct decisions compound over seasons. Seasons build legacy. He led through example, preparation, study. Film sessions, understanding opponents' tendencies. Leadership built on knowledge is powerful. He knew when to push pace. He knew when to slow it. He knew when to score. He knew when to defer. Knowing creates control. Control creates stability. Stability builds confidence. When the game tightened late, he did not rush. He did not panic. He simplified. One read, one movement, one shot. He understood that pressure magnifies mistakes. So he reduced complexity. Complex systems collapse under pressure. Simple systems endure. He built simple systems. Pick and roll, spacing, timing, decision, repetition. Repetition creates comfort. Comfort under pressure creates dominance. He made teammates feel calm. Calm spreads. When the point guard is composed, the team mirrors it. Emotion is contagious. So is calm. He chose calm. He chose clarity. He chose precision. And because of that, the game looked slower to him than it did to everyone else. Slower games create smarter decisions. Smarter decisions create efficient outcomes. Efficient outcomes create championships. He proved that intelligence is a weapon. He proved that vision wins. He proved that you do not need to overpower to dominate. You need to outthink. Outthinking is sustainable. Sustainable dominance creates legacy. Power does not always roar. Sometimes it calculates. You do not need to overpower. You need to outthink. You do not need to rush. You need to read. The game does not speed you up. You slow it down. Your breathing is steady. Your vision is wide. You see spacing before it opens. You see defenders before they commit. You see the next move before the current one finishes. Clarity is your advantage. Clarity creates confidence. Confidence removes hesitation. Hesitation never controls you. You trust your preparation. You trust your mechanics. You trust your decisions. You do not chase difficult shots. You create efficient ones. Efficiency builds dominance. Dominance built on precision lasts. You do not panic when pressure rises. Pressure simplifies for you. When others rush, you survey. When others force, you calculate. When others react, you anticipate. Anticipation wins possessions. Possessions win games. You are patient. Patience is not passive. Patience is strategic. You understand timing. You understand angles. You understand rhythm. Rhythm flows through you. Flow makes the game feel lighter. Lighter moments create smoother decisions. Smooth decisions create clean outcomes. You lead through clarity. You lead through calm. You lead through example. Your mind moves before your body. Your decision is made before the defender reacts. Your pass arrives before the help rotates. Your shot rises without doubt. Doubt has no place in preparation. Preparation removed it. Say this internally now. I see the game clearly. I slow the game down. I make the right read. I trust my vision. I trust my rhythm. I trust my preparation. I do not force. I calculate. I do not panic. I simplify. My mind wins before my body moves. My precision separates me. My intelligence sustains me. And when the moment tightens, I breathe. I read. I decide. And I execute. Because vision wins, and my mindset is my edge.